can't continue to manage and make all of your decisions based on your gut feelings and anecdotal information. I talked to a general counsel a couple of weeks ago who was describing some of the trends and things that he was seeing in his legal department. And one of the things that he told me was that his legal expenses were actually down $5 million year over year, but he wasn't sure how happy he should be about it. What he described was that he didn't have the ability, the know-how to find out what the drivers were of what was causing that trend that he was seeing, and he didn't know if it was going to be sustainable. And that's a pretty classic sort of analytic question. You know, what is causing this particular trend, and how can I understand the details underneath that? Matter management and e-billing tools such as LexisNexis CounselLink are tools that help enable the analytic process. Ultimately, it takes somebody who has significant experience and depth in analyzing information and creating these different frameworks, and that's the skills that I bring to the market. There are three big categories of questions that general counsel are looking to have answered by analytics. It's about how much value am I bringing to my organization? They need to be able to quantify that. And analytics helps to do that, quantify the impact of the changes that they've made so they can prove their value. The second type is around managing costs, so managing both the internal costs of the legal department as well as the outside counsel expense. The third one is about alternative fee arrangements. There's a lot of talk about doing AFAs in the industry right now, but people don't really know how to get started. They don't know how to price them effectively, and they don't know how to measure the success of the ones that they've already implemented. Benchmarking refers to both internal metrics of an organization and external. If I'm the head of the commercial group in my legal department, I may want to keep an eye on how long certain transactions are taking. So I can look at all of my own data and see the range of the longest matters and the shortest matters and kind of what the average is and the outliers, et cetera, and understand what's driving the differences. But I may also want to look at other organizations and see how my benchmarks compare to theirs. And at CounselLink, we have a product called CounselLink Insight that provides both of those types of metrics, internal and external, to our customers. One way that has been very effective is the use of scorecards. A vendor scorecard, or a way of looking at all of the law firms that a particular legal department works with and be able to compare them or put them on an even playing field. And then they're able to objectively compare the performance across all of these different metrics and come to one bottom line. Well, if a manager of a legal department has a business question that they don't quite know how to answer, or if somebody is asking them that question and they're not sure how to begin to answer it, chances are they need some help in analytics. And that would be the point that I would like them to contact me. I'd like to talk to them about what that question is, about what sort of tools they already have in place and the metrics that they use, and how we could take that further and actually answer their question the best way possible. But ultimately, we're reaching a point within both the economic cycle and the maturity of the legal industry where more quantitative data is needed to help drive better decisions. And it's just a necessity. It's not something that people can be considering at this point. Analytics has to happen in the industry.